Story time. The Secret That Broke Me, Part 1. The room was dimly lit, casting long shadows across the walls as I sat motionless, my fingers trembling over my phone screen. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sharp intake of my breath as I pressed play on the voice note. Dara, I know you won't believe me, but you deserve to know the truth. Your husband Coyote isn't the man you think he is. I was never his cousin, and I was never a woman, at least not by birth. Coyote and I have been together for years, but since you found out about us, he's been avoiding me. He told me he wanted to fix his marriage, but if I can't have him, I will make sure you don't either. Attach his proof. Do with it what you will. My hands shook as I opened the video file. The screen illuminated my face, revealing eyes wide with horror. The proof was undeniable. Coyote, the man who had tormented me with accusations and emotional abuse, who had refused to get tested for our childlessness, was in an intimate act with the so-called cousin. A deep nausea gripped me, bile rising to the back of my throat. Years of self-doubt, guilt, and misplaced loyalty came crashing down in an instant. How had I allowed myself to endure so much? I had stayed hoping for change, hoping love could mend what was irreparably broken. I thought back to the night I had walked in on them, the laughter echoing from the guest room, the horrid rustling of fabric, the unmistakable scent of sex in the air. Coyote's face had been a mask of feigned innocence. It's not what you think. She's my cousin, and she was just helping me massage my neck. But the used condom in the trash had told the real story. And now, with his voice notes and video, there was nothing left to believe in. He had lied to me for years. He had played with my emotions, toyed with my self-esteem, gaslight me into thinking I was the problem. I let out a hollow, a strangled laugh. How foolish I had been to think his recent kindness meant he had changed. I had stayed silent even after I discovered his secret, his low sperm count. I had tried to protect the marriage, to save a relationship that had never truly been mine. But now the decision was clear. Slowly, I stood, a new resolve washing over. I couldn't just leave. I would leave with my head held high, my dignity intact. And before I walked away forever, he would hear the truth. Taking a deep breath, I lifted my phone, hit record, and spoke the words that would finally set me free. Coyote, I have something to tell you. But deep inside, a question still lingers. After all these years of pain, deception, and betrayal, now that he seems to be a changed man, should I still leave or do I stay? What would you do if you were in my shoes? Watch out for part 2.